Hello guys, how are you? Write it on the comment section. Today I want to show you that how to write a C program to print the odd and even numbers in an array. First of all, before executing this program, we have to know certain basic concept about this. Here it is. The first thing you have to know that we have to use the array list here. At first we mention an array list, then we have to take the input how many numbers we want to see in array. Either it is even or not, it is dependent on if condition. I think that it is bit clear to you. Now I jump into the program. Here I use the software Turbo C++. You may use the another software. Here you see that I have first included the two header file. It is bit common to you. Next I use the A1000 pre-assumed the value that we should input, the number of array should input must be less than the value mentioned. That here A1000 is previously mentioned. I mentioned it that the number in which I want to need an array, it must be less than 1000. Next, side by side I also take the another integer I and n. Then I use the printf function. Here I used to scan the and then what number of array I wanna see. I wanna execute this program here. Next I use the for loop here. For loop here is continuous from I up to n, and it is the as it is incremental program, so I here use the I++. If it is decremental, then I should use I minus minus. Here it is percentage d ai. Here you see that when the value of I starting from 0, so A0 position you have to assign one value. Either it is positive or negative, it will be determined by the another for loop written there below. But before this you have to scan the what number of arrays you wanna see, you wanna execute, you wanna detect the whether it is even or odd depending upon you. So at first you scan at A0 position. Suppose you take the number up to 6, so it will count 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so at A0 position you will scan is suppose one value A equal to 4. Then it continues up to second position, second loop at A0. If you take input 4, then modular division of 2 must be 0, because the remainder when it is divided by 2 must be 0. So it will prescribed as even number and it will print on that for loop. If you wanna take that A0 position, it will be A03 suppose, then modular division of 2 does not equal to 0. Here in the second loop I use the same, does not equal to 0, so it will print here. I will discuss it later. Here you see why I said. So first of all, first for loop, here we actually use the 3 for loop. First for loop is only to use to scan the value whatever you want to see in an array, whether it is even or odd. Second for loop is used under this for loop if condition is used. If condition, here it is written I, whatever the value of I at A1 position you assign one value, A2 position you assign one value. Similarly it continues up to AN position. The number AN up to those number, if it is divisible by 2 and the remainder is 0, then it will print here. And secondly, here is another for loop where it is print the odd number, where a modular division of 2 does not equal to 0. Here it is odd number. Very easy program. At one look you will understand this program. Let's take the zoom of it. Here you see, at first I use the one for loop here, one for loop, then scan the program. Next I use the again another for loop, from which under this for loop we use one if condition. It will determine whether it is even or not. Third we use another for loop. it will indicate whether it is. If you wanna interested that why I should not use the else loop on the second for loop, then it will create some compiler error, so I should not do this. Next, I compile this program, alt F9, here it is clearly no error, then control F9, here you see enter the number, here I put number 2 1 2 2 3. Now here you see the even number in the array is 12, odd number is the array is 30. I think that this is quite clear to you. If there is still any problem persists, write down on the comment section, I will surely answer it. And please share it, subscribe it as far as possible. Thank you.